was told to report here immediately. May I enter?
Oh yes, of course.
As you can see, Lord Vivek, I have with me a man who is caught defacing your holy city. He claims to be...
I come on behalf of the dissident priest.
Silence, scum. You shall not speak unless...
No. Let us hear this man out. Perhaps we may yet calm his restless heart.
As I was saying, I know of your many lies, and I know of the truth of the Apocrypha. I am but one old man, but I cannot idly stand by any longer.
And so you have come to my holy city, this place of miracles and wonders. Perhaps in your age, you have forgotten the love of this city and the love of your God. Well, that is quite all right. You could burn Aldran or Balmora too, and nobody would care. But the heart and soul of Dunmerzin are Vivek, oh so fair. I'm the ring in your stump, I'm the scroll in your jump. I put the Vec in Vivek. I'm the silt on your strider, the crash in your fiber. Yes, I put the Vec in Vivek. I'm that little egg of life in the Netchman's blinded wife. A warrior, poet, god, here to end all of your strife.
A reason for dissenting is your lies are unrelenting. These sermons are all true and fine.
Just don't read into 29. The addict that needs weaning, the sunder for your keening. Yes, I keep the in Vivek. I remember my first visit, the maids, they were exquisite.
Why, Curio, I had no idea.
Come on now, you were working here.
Without it, we would have no writs for fetchers and what's Bensuits. The temple gives us needed guidance. I just broke my vow of silence.
Here's the index for your pylon.
The extra arms on Dagon.
So don't take the...
I won't take the...
Yes, let's keep the... in Vivek.
Oh, you have filled this old Dunmer's ears with your glory, Lord Vivek. I am so sorry for having ever doubted. Please, I beg for your forgiveness.
My child, worry not. Go on a pilgrimage to the fields of Kumu, and it shall all be forgiven.
Oh, thank you, Lord Vivek. Thank you.
All in a day's work, my dear Ordinator. Was there anything else that you needed of your god?
Actually, yes, Lord Vivek. Shall I bring in the rest of the dissidents that we caught?
The rest? Just how many dissidents have you caught? And so, year 4 ends, and year 5 begins. How about that? Did you enjoy that? The fun little musical number? I don't know how it ended up to where I ended up doing a little musical number every year, but it's been enjoyable. Good lord. Let's head on over back to Vardenfell for this one. Oh, by the way, goodness, it is Morrowind Mondays. That's what it is. This is what that is. But it's the 4th Morrowind Annual. My gosh, and you know what that means? That means it's going to be a little bit weird. We're not going to progress so much. We're going to go back. And I figured, hey, it's a good enough time to sort of fill out other sections of our Vardenfell map, because we do have sections that aren't fully filled out, right? We got some fog of war to clear out. And we can do all of that while talking about our usual stuff. Apologies in advance, I've got a bit of a stuffed up nose. It ain't great, but you know what? Shit, we've had worse. If anything, you know what? In year one, there was that period where I had, like, almost lost my voice. I felt fine, but it was like the after effects of being, oh, Jesus Christ, of being fairly sick. I think I had the flu. I can't even remember at this point, but it was something. And that's probably the worst state that it's gone on in. I don't think I've had anything else quite that bad yet. Like, it's bound to happen at some point. It's just, like, if we're playing to keep Morrowind Mondays going for as long as possible, you know, the numbers are not in our favor. But that's part of the fun of it, right? To be able to look back and reminisce over it. And that's really the big point of these annuals, right? Is to sort of reflect on what we've done, what the year has brought, and all that good stuff. And let me tell you, wow, what a year, huh? It's still got a few days left in it, but you know, hey, this is the annual, right? We're looking at from, like, what? I think the annual is almost always the second Monday in December. I think someone also, a while back, brought up a good point of, like, eventually, like, now that we're going on to year 5, we need to consider leap years and stuff, right? Like, aren't we also, like, having a weird situation where time has become a loop, where time has become fucked up in some way, right? Look at this. Oh, is this the island with the fun little lantern on it that's super bright? I don't think so. I think this is just a nice little oasis out here. Jeez, I love this. Wow, what a nice chill zone. Alright, they even got a waterfall and everything. I remember out here there's a lantern that's like ultra bright or whatever and never extinguishes unless you get it wet. I don't remember exactly where that's at. Let's give this a quick pick, right? Let's see here. But yeah, I don't know about that, that whole time dilation situation. Maybe I'm just gonna ignore it and just go with every 52 weeks? I'm not sure, now that I think of it. Maybe every 52 weeks also isn't ideal. Like, once we start getting really up there, to where you can't just, like, very easily off the top of your head, be like, oh yeah, this is a multiple of 52, right? Maybe we need to switch to a different method. You know what? Maybe that's the solution. We go, like, we Thanksgiving this shit. United States Thanksgiving this. The second Monday of December is always the annual. Maybe? Maybe that's something to consider for in the distant future? For now? I don't know. But, nonetheless, hey, seems like anything to get us to not think about the year that is and was 2020. Good God. How fucking bad. Jeez. Literally, people have not survived this year. A lot of people. A lot more than normal. And if you have, there's a good chance you're not in a good way, right? Even if you didn't catch the terrible pandemic, other bad shit has gone down. Like, even at a very basic level, well, maybe not even so basic, shouldn't be so reductive, right? But people getting fucking laid off from work and shit, people having their hours cut, stuff like that, being able to having difficulty making ends meet, just fucking rough shit, right? How terrible. Good God. Jesus. And weirdly enough, I guess because of so many folks being at home, there was, around the time the trouble started, there was a noticeable uptick in viewership on the channel. I guess because just more folks hanging out at home, right? I mean, it is incredibly humbling to think that amidst it all, I won't say like, oh yes, your exclusive form of entertainment, right? But one of the ways that some folks choose to relax is with me. That's incredibly fucking humbling and heartwarming. I don't know. I say it every year, and I hopefully will remember to say it every year. Good lord. Worst case will be I forget. Not that, like, I become cold and hardened against it. I no longer give a shit, right? But, this year especially, my gosh, it's very humbling that folks would come and watch my dumb shit, right? Amidst it all. And I can only hope that, of course, you know, the usual thing that is brought some happiness or levity to your days, right? In some degree. Whether or not that's just like, oh, I don't have to think about some sort of terrible shit going on right now, right? Or, man, best case scenario, you laugh and you keep thinking about a moment that is, like, really funny or something like that, right? That's, I don't know, I love that. I love that shit. That's one of the, well, honestly, it's probably the biggest reason why I started doing the whole video stuff, right? We've talked about this in the past, huh? But I think maybe the three big ones are to sort of, gosh, we touch on this in a future Disco Elysium, and that's going to really date that Disco Elysium video and how far I've gotten in that series recording ahead, because I cannot pull myself away from that game. Holy shit. I love playing it. The only thing that's really pulled me away lately is working on the Morrowind annual intro musical number and all that. That's pretty much been the only thing that's really gripped me away from it. But nonetheless, good lord, what was I even saying? I'm so bad at this. I'm so bad when I have to go off of our usual shooting the shit, right? But yeah, Disco Elysium, yeah, it's really great. They got the new thing that they announced with all the voice acting and stuff. I'm loving that. Jeez. What was I even talking about? Oh yeah, my three big units there. Why I enjoy doing it and all that. Yeah, that's gotta be number one, right? It ties into my, like, I don't know. I guess in a way the sort of life philosophy that I subscribe to. Right? I don't think it's a new one. I don't know if you can even come up with a new one of those after all this time. But it's the simple rule of discover what makes you happy in the world, right? And try to be as happy as possible. And then recognize who are the people in your life that make you happy. And try to bring them happiness, right? Loved ones, friends, family, all that stuff. Try to spread happiness to them to the best of your ability. And then once you've been able to accomplish that and continue to accomplish that, look for people you don't know as well and try to make them happier as well, right? Good lord. Fucking in the year 2020, fucking everybody could use it. At the beginning of all, when the troubles started, I was being irreverent I was being flippant about the people who were like, oh, I can't hug anybody anymore. After this, I'm gonna want to hug people. And now, geez, that was like a million years ago. And I was like, come on, there's worse shit going on. You want to hug people? Come on. There's people in dire straits here. You know what? I don't give a shit. When all this is over, fuck it. If you want to hug somebody, fucking hug them. God, everybody needs a fucking break from this shit. Good God. It's relentless. Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, the other two reasons, probably, I don't know, they're not quite as honorable or as high standard, right? So I tend to value them a little bit less, but undoubtedly, two has to be some level of desire for validation or narcissism or something. Oh, give me the validation my father never gave me. Something like that. Or, I don't know, something along those lines probably. I don't know, you know, it feels... It's nice to read all the comments and stuff from people saying shit. I don't know. I love to read them. Although this year, admittedly, really fucking bad year for me replying to comments. And maybe this is the new norm, where I will just say, oh yeah, I saw so-and-so's comment in regards to whatever's going on in this video. Appreciate that. We're gonna heed their advice or whatever. Something along those lines, right? And as more and more comments begin to come in, right, and there becomes more people leaving comments, maybe that's the best route. I have no idea. And for the really important ones, I'll actually reply, because I find myself sometimes struggling. I remember in the early days, I would try and make sure to reply to absolutely everyone, even if it was just a very small thing that they had to say. And I think that was maybe misguided. I don't know. Maybe the idea is that for those shorter ones, if you're going to go out of your way to say something to everybody who says something to you, just leave an emoji. Right? Just leave an emoji for them. Goodness. Let's see, can I go inside of this? Oh, wow, I can. Yeah, this is new stuff here. Hachi-machi, abandoned shipwreck. Alright, let's turn this on. There we are. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, certainly I do always still read every single damn comment. Usually as I get them, right? Because I can check on my phone. There we are. The ones I'm most prone to missing are responses, right? Because it doesn't notify me in the same way. I believe I've said this before. Oh yeah, this is, what's her name's pillow shipment, isn't it? Yeah, wow, look at all these. Holy hell. Alright, great. Let's get on up over here. Alright, up this way. Good, good, good. And then, let us pick into this situation here. There we are, Journeyman's Pick. Good. Anything good in here? Oh look, there's an invoice. Imperial Bedding Supplies invoice for immediate delivery to Yadrarain Thalos of Balmora and Vardenfell. 40 pillows. Shipped 8th day of Morningstar, 3rd era 426. I wonder if that was like cut content or something. Right? That you would have to go wrangle her pillows or something. Oh god, look what I've done. What have I done? Only bad things. There we are. Okay. Now where was I? Oh yeah, the three big reasons as to why I guess I started it. And like I said, the last two aren't nearly as like warm and and good mushy feely. I guess the third one is money? I guess? Money is alright, right? Jesus. That's pretty neat to have some of that. Especially as someone without a lot. Jeez, it's nice to have a little extra money. I'll say that, good lord. Let's see, let's re-equip this shit here. Get some of this going. Great. Okay, let's see, we've still got some little splotches up here. But yeah, good lord. That said, I have on, and we'll get into this in a bit here, I suppose. On our Twitch page, I wrote in a little thing, and it's kind of been my sort of silent rule from the start of all this. But I've never had, like, reason to say it aloud until, like, really building out our Twitch streaming situation. But, alas, it's that I don't really want to ever paywall anything that I do, right? Which isn't, like, some new concept, right? Certainly there's people who've done it before. I don't really want to lock any of what I do behind a paywall to where, like, oh, I'm doing a podcast now. If you'd like to hear the Schnubcast or whatever, you gotta cough up $5 a month, right? And you know what? No shame to folks who do that, right? Hey, gotta make a living and all that, right? At the end of the day, you gotta eat, right? But, I don't know. I think it goes kind of to the idea of, like I said, I grew up pretty fucking poor. I've said it before in a few other videos, but man, long ago in days of yore, I lived in a fucking trailer. And it wasn't great. We were real not well off at all. But you know what? I would like to make my shit as accessible as possible. That way, like, the idea is could me when I was super poor, when at the stage when we got like dial-up internet or whatever way back when, would I be able to watch my own shit? The answer should always be yes, right? My past self should have maximum accessibility to what's going on here, right? I feel like that's at the core of that idea. Which, like I said, I guess we'll talk about now a bit. We've got our Twitch thing up, right? And this I wrote some of this out in our little Twitch panels, I guess, our Twitch streaming panels and all that, for folks whenever they want to subscribe or tip money or whatever you do, bits, stuff like that on Twitch, right? And we don't stream too much lately, but that said, hey, this year, 2020, I think we touched on it a little bit at the beginning of in year 3, but hey, this year we actually did start streaming a hell of a lot more compared to last year, right? Good God. It's been neat. Shit, we even got the webcam up going for that, which I'm of conflated feelings about. I mean, also, it's a pretty bad webcam, right? If you follow me on the old tweeter, you'll have seen, good Lord, I was tweeting about how bad this webcam is, and that I don't think it's even 30 frames per second. It might be, but I'm not sure. And it feels like it might not be 720p. It could be. And not only is the camera not great, but the lighting situation, it's not great either. I've got, it used to be just a stool. Just a regular ass, like, sitting stool. Not like a poop stool, but, you know, a sitting stool that you would sit on. Here, let's wait until this is a bit lighter out, because holy shit, we can't really see anything that we're going by. But I sat a lamp, my little lamp, on top of a stool and put it behind my monitor for lighting. And I thought, you know what? Ingenious. Now, holy shit, I've upgraded from that stool, so now it doesn't look so ridiculous. I moved my old collection of comic books to this. I got a lot of, like, old trade paperbacks and stuff inside of this. And I've just got the lamp set on top of that. And it's been doing alright. Hey, there's my eek. We've been out here before. Let's see, we need to go over to this section, though. Aldadroth. Went there for the main quest, right? Oh, look. Hey, dude. Have a good one. Yeah, we've talked to you before, haven't we? Yeah, I believe so. Okay. Let's see. Or maybe I'm just mixing it all up because we've met Mike in so many other games and shit. Maybe that's it. Oh, God. Look at this. Do I even have water walking? Oh, what a nightmare. Okay. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh, this was a mistake. Oh, God, please. Please let me up. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. We're almost doing it. Oh, good Lord. All right. Do we have water walking? Let's go on over here. Let's see. I don't think we do. Oh, shit. Yeah, we're so fucked. All right. Let's do it. We're swimming all the way out here, then. Maybe we can make it on top of one of these things. Oh, you know what? Maybe we have a water walking potion, or even a levitate one. That would help. Let's see. We'll just look for that telltale purple violet. Right? There we go. Hey, levitate. Good. Okay. Oh, jeez, we were almost screwed in a major way. All right. But yeah, the Twitch situation has been going great. Thanks as well to all the folks who follow and, geez, definitely all the folks who have sub-tipped, thrown bits, all that stuff. Geez, it really helps. As well on YouTube. Thanks as well to all the folks who are watching ads and stuff, not running an ad block. You know what? Way back when we set our rules for ads, I don't think we've broken them. The only times that we may have broken them is when it's just not my fucking fault. When there is, for example, something in a video that is copyrighted music, then sometimes YouTube relinquishes your ability to not just place ads, but it places ads on behalf of you for the copyright owner, and then they get the money from those ads, right? Not much you can do about that, right? Besides cut out the shit. And sometimes, you know what? It's integral to the video, huh? You know what? Sometimes you gotta take the hit, right? If anything, you know what? Looking over at Twitch, geez, there is some scary shit going on there with the DMCA shit, right? And there's that one dude in Senate or whatever, that one piece of shit who wanted to try and put a little something into a bill that makes it to where sometimes, if you want, if you're such a company that would so desire to do this, if someone is streaming your copyrighted shit, you can press them for a felony, right? Which seems pretty bad, you know? So hey, if someday in the future there may be a day that comes where all of the Morrowind annuals, I have to edit the shit out of them and remove all of the songs and just wipe all that shit off the face of the old YubTub. It may happen. It may happen. I'm not saying it won't, but at the very least, we'll still do Morrowind annuals, even if that occurs. We won't do the musical bits, right? But we'll do these fun talky talks, right? I kind of enjoy them, even on a personal level. It's fun to go back to these and sort of monitor and see, like, where was I, like, a year ago? Good lord. And man, year one. Geez, the mic situation, huh? It sure is surprising how much a mic will make a difference, right? Holy shit. We've gone through, like, what? 2, 3 different microphones? I think at the very beginning. I don't even remember what kind of mic I was using. It wasn't a headset mic. I actually did buy some kind of mic that was on sale, I think. No, you know what? It may have been. Yeah, for the very first few Morrowind Mondays. It may have been my headset mic. And then I finally, because it was like on sale. I think every single microphone that I've bought and used on this channel, besides the starting headset one, has been on sale. Now that I think of it. But, yeah, we eventually got all that stuff going. And still, this is probably the best one yet. And we can edge out a little bit more quality out of this. Eventually, I need to get an audio interface in order to get a proper XLR setup. If you know what any of that shit is. Yeah, if you don't, it makes it sound better. That's my rough estimate of the situation. It's a weird thing that plugs in. It's got like 3 prongs and makes shit sound better when you use it. It like uses more electricity, and when you put more juice in it, the good stuff comes out. That's how I think that works. Fun fact, I don't really know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just kind of winging it, and it's been working out so far. Good God. Shoutouts, I guess, to one of my old friends from long ago in high school time. Good Lord, he's made it kind of in a big way on YouTube. Epos Vox. Went to school with that dude. Middle school and high school. And he has quite the large channel here. And he does focus on tech shit. He focuses on a lot of tech shit. And I think also a lot of streaming stuff. Yeah, a lot of streaming stuff. Tech stuff with a bend toward streaming and YouTube, right? All that sort of stuff. And he's got a lot of helpful stuff on there. And I didn't actually reach out to him personally, but hey, I watched some of his videos because it's like, man, we have a history. I may as well do some of this, right? It's not like to say we're on bad terms with each other, but you know how shit goes after years and years of being apart like that. I don't know. You just kind of drift off, right? Such is the way of the world. It's a little fucking sad, isn't it? Maybe someday we'll have better social constructs to prevent that, but nah, what can you do? Maybe that's more of maybe there's a blessing to it, right? Certainly sometimes you'll look back and be like, oh hey, what happened to my best friend from middle school? Oh God, he's a piece of shit. He's a really bad person now. Oh my God. Jeez. Oh, good Lord. All right, let's go on over here. Wipe out some more of this stuff. Look at that. We're getting it done. You know, I even made a list of things, just as I did last year and maybe the years before, of little fun topics and stuff. So far, I haven't needed to look at it, but you know what? I'm feeling the need. I'm feeling the need to look down at this little list. You know what? In the future, right? Eventually, I'm probably going to run out of shit to talk about during these, right? Surely, right? Surely I would run out of shit to talk about. But in the future, maybe we'll do, like, I'll solicit questions from people watching, right? Good Lord. You think anyone will still be watching Morrowind Mondays that far into the future? I don't know. Even if they aren't, I'm still going to be fucking making them like an idiot. Good God. Ugh. Like I said, the time capsule thing, that's, you know what? Hey, that's probably the fourth reason. You know what? I thought there were only 3, but I completely forgot. There's totally 4, right? It being like a sort of time capsule is really, really weird and cool, right? I really enjoy that. Let's see, let's go on over here. Gosh, you know, a lot of, we were talking about earlier how it seems like, because of, you know, the trouble in the world, a lot of people in self-quarantine, all that shit, people having less hours or no hours at work, all different kinds of bad shit going on. Seems like more people, our viewership has gone up, but at what cost, right? But nonetheless, I'd imagine that a lot of folks, I said this before in an older annual, hey, if you want to do this, you should, right? If you want to make videos, go for it. Don't feel bad about, I don't know, like competing with me or something like that. Shit, there's already like bazillions of people who make Morrowind or any sort of like video game videos, right? Jeez, it's a non-issue as far as I'm concerned. Had someone, I forgot who it was. I didn't think to write it down, but someone who said, "Don't worry, I'm thinking of making a channel. Do you have any advice? Don't worry, I'm not competing. My native tongue is Portuguese or something like that. I think. Sorry about that if that's wrong." And I was like, "Oh yeah, don't even worry about that. That's such a non-issue. If anything, hey, if you make it big, just send some love over here. That's probably the best of it, right? Shit, you know what? If you go up higher in this ladder, send me down a fucking rope. You don't even gotta hold it. I'll just use it." Good God. But yeah, what's some pieces of advice I could give out? I don't know. Try not to burn out on it, right? Feels like so often you see people who make these videos every so often will have like a really emotional, teary-eyed video where they're like, "Oh gosh, it's really getting to me. Doing this is really tough." And I guess, you know what? Hey, everybody's got their shit going on, right? Especially in this year. Like we said, everybody needs a fucking break from this shit, right? But I think maybe my power, my secret hidden power, is that I am incredibly resilient to that stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna jinx myself, but I don't feel like I ever get burnt out on making these videos. And I've thought about it a lot, and I've kind of touched on it here and there in comments and stuff. Like, I think maybe it's because I'm just a really like lazy and unambitious person that makes me innately resistant to burning out, because once that, like, you think of it as like a limit break or like a gauge that fills up. My limit breaks and then I'm just like, eh. I don't know. It's something to where I feel like I have some sort of natural resistance to it. But nonetheless, yeah, that seems like a big thing I would say. Try to take care of yourself. Don't run yourself into the fucking dirt doing it, which is, you know what? Way easier said than done. But try and plan ahead, right? You don't want to get caught up into something that's going to make you feel worse for it, right? Unless the benefit of it really is that good. Good Lord. Like I said, it feels like every so often you see folks post a video like that where they're just going through a fucking rough time, and geez, it's rough, right? Shit. So far, I haven't had to, right? Good Lord. Watch this. 1 year from now. Wait for it. And I think that a lot of the idea as well is that, like, especially for people who only make videos and stuff, or only stream, they don't really have many other people in terms of co-workers and all that, right? They don't really have many other folks that they can confide in, right? Because if you're working like a regular-ass job, like, you can complain about whatever with someone who you're working with, right? You can be like, oh shit, can you believe fucking Frank in accounting? What's that guy even fucking doing? Jeez, can you believe the fucking foreman on this job? What the fuck? This guy is like 5 years younger than me. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Shit like that. You have opportunities to vent to other people and form some degree of camaraderie. And I don't know. That shit is probably important. I don't know for sure, right? I'm pretty dumb. I don't know for sure, but it probably is important, and maybe that's a contributing factor, right? I guess at the end of the day, just take care of yourself, right? Shit, which reminds me, we changed up our outro, haven't we? We used to do, until next time, peace, right? Which was sort of like in a way, like a placeholder. I did mean it, right? You know, hey, definitely go in peace, right? Though I guess in old ways that doesn't always come off as the meaning of like signing off with like, peace! See ya, motherfucker! Peace out! But, we swapped it around to, and please take care of each other as a way of doing that in a bit more meaningful way, and stealing it from Jerry Springer. My girlfriend one day was watching, I forgot when this was, but she was watching Jerry Springer or something like that. And I was like, hey, that's his outro. And he was like, it was one of his last few episodes of his weird-ass show or whatever. And honestly, I don't even know if if Jerry Springer is exactly the person that you want to emulate in life, right? Maybe this is the start of some trouble for me. But at the very least, I liked and enjoyed the sentiment of it, and being more verbose about it, like actually saying it out like that. I don't know. I kind of like the way that the sentiment hits, right? And fucking every time I mean it, geez. You know, have some self-care and all that. Fucking A. Right? And in a way, if you're loading up a video to watch or even listen to or anything like that, in a way that is a form of self-care, right? You're trying to relax, take your mind off of shit, and like we said before a million times, people need that this year more than ever. It's probably quite needed. You know, it's like I said, I'm pretty resilient to this shit. I feel like it's my weird unknown power that doing these videos and shit has made me recognize that, holy shit, is this my weird power? And I think it maybe is this sort of infatigable spirit or whatever. Man, look at this. We found a cool little area. But, good Lord, where was I even going with this? Right, it's the power and, shit, you know what? I forgot. You know what? This is my weakness. You want to know my weakness? Forgetting shit that I was talking about as I get distracted by a cool door that has appeared. There we go. Good Lord. What were we even talking about? Oh my gosh. How awful. Wow, look at these guys. Alright. Let's take them out here. Good Lord. There we are. Alright. Oh yeah, I was... Fuck, it wasn't even important. I was gonna crack a joke like, man, you know, I know that it's rough in a year when even on some days I'm like, wow, this is a fucking rough day, right? Like, wow, this is a lot to take in. When even I'm feeling that way, I know, like, shit can't be good. Alright, let's take some of this. Good. Anything on this person? I got a whole bunch of urns with that Bone. That bony meal. Love that. And a little bit of crab meat there as well. What they loved in life, they now have sitting next to their urn, rotting forever. How weird. Alright. Maybe someone comes back all the way over here to the Lurvy ancestral tomb to drop off some of that. Every so often, like a pilgrimage or whatever. Right? Okay. Let's go on over here. Man, you know what? Reason why we haven't explored too much out here? Fucking treacherous to explore out here. You get stuck in the water all the time, huh? Good God. Got another ship here just as well. Jeez. You know what? I was thinking about, and the intro this year, the musical number, that might have like the most weird-ass esoteric references, deep cuts of any of them that we've done so far, now that I think of it. It may be, right? The fucking line, the egg of life and the blinded Netchman's wife? What a fucking deep cut! Who's even gonna know that shit? Good lord! We were talking about wow, look, just a barrel of shoes. We were talking about accessibility. Man, no one's gonna be able to access the reason why that is a fucking line. People are gonna be like, what the fuck? Right? Because, you know, you'd have to read these fucking books. Right? All these damn books in some way to understand that. And hey, really, who's got time for that? Me, I guess. Me in a way now. Jeez. Alright. Let's look through these. Nothing much. Check the lower level. There's a Ratulon. There we go. Small chest filled with some goodies. Good lord. Alright. Cool. Not much in this little building, but you know what? We got it done, huh? There we are. Take some money. Some dire flame arrows. Nah, I better leave those, because we're probably about to get encumbered, aren't we? Let's see. If anything, I need to drink some Mazte, or however you say it. I do not know. Okay. Let's see over here. Yeah, let's check out the captain's quarters, and we can mark this one as complete. Oh, good lord. Hey, what a great-ass segue. Guess what? On this fucking channel this year, we complete a lot of shit just as well. Right? Holy shit. Oh, look. The Pig Children. Huh. I believe we've read this in Oblivion, right? The Pig Children? I believe. But, holy hell. I was checking, and apparently this year, we completed this year with regards to the annual. We did complete it in December, technically. But I guess that totally makes sense with regards to the annual, because last year's annual, the musical number was Oblivion, because we had finished Oblivion, right? So at about this time, we had finished Oblivion. Holy shit. Wild. But also, in addition to that, we finished Outer Worlds in January. Holy shit. It doesn't even feel like it was this year, right? This year seems like simultaneously the longest and shortest year of my life. For some reason, it's just working in both ways. And it's fucked up. I don't know. It ain't good. I guess I should have known it from the start at the beginning of the year when I almost got ran over. Right? That was this year! The fucking armored truck shit? Remember that? Good lord, shout out to anyone who looked at that. The little bonus in real life clip. Good lord. You know what? Hey, for those who are just tuning in for this, I could just link it down in the description or whatever, or you could go on a secret Morrowind Mondays secret quest and look for it in the early January videos, huh? How about that? Maybe that's a little fun secret quest. Alright, yeah. Because you know what? Yeah, we're not gonna link it. We're gonna keep it a secret quest, right? I hid it the first time anyway, so why not keep it still hidden? Huh? It's still a fun little hidden thing. Will you discover it? Ooh, it might be in the description, deep down hidden in one of them. In one of those early ones. Who can say? That's why, if you watched through all the video and didn't, like, lose focus or whatever, you'll find a little something. Look, hey, we're not paywalling anything here, but you know what? I am putting in a little fucking secret. I'm putting in a little secret riddle puzzle game or whatever. I'm not gonna paywall any of my stuff, but I will torment you. What the fuck? Let's go on over here. Oh, jeez. Some people call it tormenting their audience. I call it an ARG. Let's go on over here. Good lord. You know, we have had a lot of new gentle viewers this year. Good lord. We were talking about earlier, but really in the comments as well, there's been so many new folks commenting as well this year. So many people that I do not recognize who have shown up. Probably part of it as well is, you know, starting on Skyrim, which is probably the most popular Elder Scrolls game at the moment. Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, probably. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know. It might be at this point tied with ESO, right? Although, you know, people love the core games and all that. ESO's been chugging along for a while, right? And they consistently keep updating and all that stuff. Did you see they're doing the whole Xerxes Lord Dagon shit, right? Good lord. Once we get caught up on a whole bunch of shit, we need to get back to streaming more of ESO and all that, right? We've barely scratched the surface, and at this rate, we're never gonna get through all of it. Good God, what the hell? Jeez and Pete. Clear out some of these dudes. Let's see. Oh yeah, what were things that we finished this year? Outer Worlds, we finished Deadfire, we started and finished Doom 2016 and Doom Eternal, which are very weird things to have on the channel, right? Those are definitely not role-playing games whatsoever, right? But the way I saw it is like, hey, they were very short, right? They're only like, what, 12, 13 videos each? And, hey, it's in the Bethesda wheelhouse, so there is some crossover there, right? But nonetheless, really enjoyed that. Let's see, what else did we start and all that? Here, I wrote it down on my list. Look, I'm finally, I thought I was about to earlier, but now I really am going to look down at it. Let's see. No, that's all of it. Yeah, that's all that we finished this year. Yeah, cool. But we did start Skyrim, Cyberpunk. Jeez, what a hot mess that is at the moment. Hey, time capsule stuff? Hey, future me. Remember when Cyberpunk came out and you were excited for it like 2 years ago from this point? Go back and check another annual and see if there was one where I was excited for it. And then it came out this year, and man, it came out as a kind of a hot mess, right? I think we'll still get a lot of joy and fun out of it, but geez. Ain't what it could have been, right? Good lord. Also, geez. Disco Elysium, who could forget? Good God. Like I said earlier, I just cannot pull myself away from that. Right? The only thing that's been able to do it for me so far to pull me away from the old Disco Elysium is making this annual. Working on the musical number and all that. Oh gosh, we've been interrupted by a Ratulon. There we go. Part of me is even debating. Give me some input on this as well. Soliciting input here right now. Especially if you are someone who watches Disco Elysium, but even if you aren't, let me know as well, because I don't want to like spam sub boxes and stuff. I was thinking if I get far enough ahead in recording myself playing Disco Elysium, I might consider making Cyberpunk take the days that Disco Elysium currently comes out on. So days that are not Monday and do not contain the letter T, right? And then pivot Disco Elysium to coming out every fucking day, right? And that would also let us beat the release of the definitive cut or the final cut of Disco Elysium, which is coming sometime in March if we went daily, right? If we can do that. I don't know if it's feasible, right? But if we manage to do that, certainly we would beat it, I believe, depending on when we start doing that. I don't know if I'll do another playthrough for the final cut or whatever. Though, part of me kind of wants to, right? I kind of want to see all the new shit and stuff, right? And it's all fully voice acted, right? So, a lot easier on myself as far as reading is concerned, right? Jeez. But nonetheless, looking very forward to that. And we got a shitload more CRPGs that we can play. I've said this in some of those CRPG videos, but I always want to have a CRPG going on the channel at all times, right? I think they're super underrated comparatively, and I like the idea of kind of, this is my secret manipulative plan. People who are here for some Elder Scrolls, maybe that'll get them to dip into a little CRPG fun, right? Try out maybe a genre that they're not too familiar with, but as it turns out, maybe if they look into it a little bit, some of these folks, maybe you included, yeah, that's right, you listening right now, maybe you'd be into it. I don't know. Right? You know, spread some of the fun, get more people into the genres, so to speak, right? Could be neat. There we go. And at the same time, also, I think it kind of works inversely. Because sometimes, one of the issues is, among folks who enjoy CRPGs, sometimes a little too snooty, right? Little too snooty sometimes. Scoffing at the old Skyrim land, right? Maybe, I think there needs to be some humbling going on the other side, right? Which isn't to say that everyone is like that, but there's definitely some sentiments of like, that other stuff is for babies. But there's fun and value in both of them, right? Different things, different strokes, different folks, all that stuff, right? You know how it is. But yeah, nonetheless, the whole idea was to sort of it would be smarter to not do this, right? I believe it would make more sense to strategically make everything somewhat more related, but the impetus is to encourage people to go a little bit out of their comfort zone, right? And sometimes you see that, right? Good lord. I mean, fucking A. Disco Elysium, fucking incredible. Well, people were right. The people who said that that's like one of the best of its kind. Whew, I'm believing it. I haven't finished it yet, but man, I'm believing it. Good God. All right, I still don't have favorite games, but or a favorite game, but I do have favorites, and you know what? That's probably gonna end up being up there, right? From the feel of it. All right, look at this. You know, we said that we wanted to really clear out a whole bunch of these. But geez, how many have we really cleared out? Not too many. How many little squares have we cleared out? We should have started down here where it would have a bigger difference on our map. Jeez. How do we also want to handle in the future when we get into shit like Tamriel Rebuilt and when Skywind come out? Because I feel like we're going to pop open MW in like what? 2-3 months? Something like that? We're probably gonna get started on that. At the very least, within year 5, right? From now to the year... Look at these fucking dudes. They look so outrageous, don't they? Oh, Morrowind. Good lord, I hope they look like this in Skywind, speaking of. With the big fucking noodles coming out. But, yeah, maybe... Here, also soliciting input. Once we start doing Tamriel Rebuilt with OpenMW and all that fun stuff, once Skywind comes out, I definitely want to try that. Do we immediately pause our Tamriel Rebuilt? And probably, while we have it on pause, there'll probably also be updates, right? There'll be new content added to that, because, you know, the modders working on that are fucking wild as hell. And I think their eventual plan is to, like, have everything in the game except for the Somerset Isles or something, right? Have all of Tamriel in there. But, holy shit, look at this. Wow. Daedric Dai Katana. I mean, I don't really have a need for it. I'll lay it right there. Jeez, that's out here? Man, that's wild. Okay. Holy shit, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. There we are. Okay. But yeah, how do we want to handle that? I'm thinking my current line of thought is we're playing along with the old OpenMW Tamriel rebuilt stuff, right? We're going through the main quest, and then we'll finish out. We'll start working into the modded content and all of that, right? But when Skywind inevitably comes out, maybe we put that on pause and start up Skywind, and then we finish all of Skywind. And by the time we're finished with it, we go back to Tamriel Rebuilt, get the updates, and just chill out in there, right? And then at some point along the line, maybe we take another break from it and do more Oblivion? I don't know. And then who knows? Elder 6 Morrowind. So I bet it'll happen someday, right? It's years and years from now, but good lord, I bet it'll eventually come to fruition, right? Geez, speaking of Skywind, now that I'm always pretty busy in wintry times, right? I've said this before a bazillion times, but hey, man, look at this huge willow flower. Fucking A, dude. What? Huh. And this is Creshfire, or yeah, this is Creshweed. Oh my god, you know what I've just realized? These aren't just normal-ass plants out here. This is like megafauna. The reason why the mushrooms and shit are so big? I have no idea, but whatever it is causing the other plants to get enormous too. How have I never noticed this? Because there's like Creshweed in Caldera, like I used in the music. And it's like half this size. Same goes for these plants. That must be intentional. What out here is causing everything to get huge? They'll never say. I can't believe no one really ever talks about it. It's just a fact of the world. They're just like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't it be that way, you weirdo? There we go. Lay an egg here. Let's check out this. Matus. Akin. Oh, shit. A dead miner. I'll take it. Take their weird stuff. Let's see. Let's drink a little bit of restorative here. Good. Cool. Man, we've really been egging it up. Going through a whole bunch of egg mines here. Goodness. Alright. Let's see. Over here. It doesn't seem like there's much else on this level, right? Nope, look. There's some of these fun dudes. Another dead egg miner. This is probably like a quest for House Telvanni, right? And certainly, right, when we get into these other things, we'll, these other multitudes of playthroughs, we will sign up for doing versions of the quests that we did not do prior, right? Like, we'll make sure to hit up Hlalu and Telvanni, as much as I detest House Telvanni. Right? Let's go on over here. Make sure we give it all a good once-over. They all died with one egg. Okay. Over here? Nope, we're good. Alright, let's head on back out. Cool, cool, cool. Let's see. Good lord, man, we've actually been kind of like shooting the shit for a while here now. Jeez, we should wrap it up. You know what, when next we come back, we'll be back on track with our normal business, right? We'll probably be out by Fort Frostmoth or whatever, right? Hopefully, unless I forget. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, holy shit. It's been 4 years. Here's to more, right? Jeez, more along the way. Let me check my list. Is there anything important on here that I forgot? Jeez. Let's see. Let's see. All this stuff. No, wow. I think I kind of almost got all of it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Well, I forgot this part, but yeah, when I was saying, yeah, thanks to all the folks who do have their ads going and stuff, that genuinely does help and all that. Or the folks who will sub with Prime or whatever, or tip or throw bits on Twitch, all that good stuff. By the way, there is an archive channel. If you missed any of it, there is the permanent archive YouTube channel, which I need to update. I exported the video over there. I just haven't published it because I need to make a thumbnail. But I've been busy with this shit. But they've got archives of fucking everything on there. So if you miss a stream and you would like to watch it, we play a lot of games that are easy to get into for streams, right? Good lord, we were playing Genshin Impact last time. Goodness. I really enjoyed that game a lot. Old Genshin Impact. Despite the monetization. Good lord, don't play that game if you have a gambling problem. If you succumb easily to that allure, don't go anywhere near it. Please don't. But let's see. Yeah, because of that, this year, it's been quite a bit easier, all things considered, to have upgraded my computer, right? I did quite a few upgrades. I think the only thing I didn't upgrade this year on my computer was the graphics card, which, hey, good on me. Wasn't done intentionally, just kind of got lucky there with that one. But rather than buying like a RTX 20 series, hey, I'll probably end up getting a 30 whenever those come in stock and go on sale and I've got more money, right? As, yeah, those are, those look really good, but they're pretty expensive. I don't know. Maybe I definitely want to get some sort of RTX, right? I want to have a really nice situation going for when Elder Scrolls 6 rolls around, right? That's the dream. Maybe won't have it there for Starfield, but man, when Elder Scrolls 6 comes around town, ooh, I want it. Because I feel like, I don't know, no matter what, I'm probably going to enjoy Elder Scrolls 6. I've said it a million times before, I'm probably the worst person to come to for opinions on these sorts of games, on these on BGS games, because I'm just so biased in favor of enjoying just how they do shit, right? I just enjoy it so much. I'm terrible at being able to critique them because my joy of them is just so high, right? But nonetheless, hey, that's year 4, right? Jeez, there anything else? I don't think so. Let me double check this list. I think that's it. All the year 4 talk. Let's see. Oh yeah, jeez. Thanks as well for the instrumentation in that opening bit. I'll most certainly include it in the description, and of course in the separate video that will come out about a week from now. But thanks to Michael Ierace, I think that's how you pronounce that last name, for the instrumentation. Asked him for permission and all that to let me use their piano cover. Oh geez, look at me, clipping through at the thighs. But they said permission granted. I was like, oh, thank you so much. Yeah, very kind of them. So far, I kind of like the idea of doing it this way, but so far every year, I've gotten permission from a different person doing piano covers, right? I've kind of enjoyed doing that, right? Jeez. At some point, maybe I should send them a little something something. I don't know. Maybe. Something to think about on my end, right? Good lord. Would like to do that. You know what? Something, yeah, definitely something to consider. Maybe in a less stressful year. A year where things are less tight. That's probably a good idea. All right. Man. All right. Let me think here. Anything else? No, I think that's it. Yeah. When next we come back, we'll be in Solstheim, ready to hit up where we left off with all the fun stones and all that. Hopefully you enjoyed the Morrowind Annual, right? Every year, we try to do this. A nice big, just regular-ass talk about what's been going on and stuff, because, you know, like I've said, I really don't enjoy doing update videos. I'd rather just do it, right? Rather than announce that I'm going to do it, I'd rather just fucking do it when I want to do it, right? And that's probably a bad thing. You probably want to telegraph your moves. You probably don't want to do what I'm doing. It's not a good thing, I would imagine. nonetheless, happy days ahead, right? I hope. What are we excited for next year, as far as games are concerned? Maybe Starfield gets announced? I don't know. Could be. Could be, indeed. Yeah, I could see that. I don't know what else big is coming out next year. I think there's a lot up in the air. Even things that were set in stone, right, because of this year. Probably a lot of that could be destined to get bumped, right? Yeah, I would anticipate, or I would expect to not believe any release dates. I would expect them all to change and be very fluid for, I don't know, at least a year because of this year, right? That's what I would say, just to be safe. So, hey, we'll wing it. When next we come back, we'll be in Solstheim doing our usual stuff. Until next time, please take care of each other.